response. Okay, thank you. Now the next one, number 10. We're almost there. Benefit versus drawbacks. Any questions on benefit and drawbacks? How do you answer? How do you answer? Okay, thank you for the efficacy. Let's continue. This covers the advantages and disadvantages. So this kind of question, you have to talk about the advantages and disadvantages. You must write about the advantages and disadvantages to get a full mark. You must write about both of them. If you write about one of them, you will not get a full marks. You must write about both of them. Very, very important. So, for example, discuss the benefit and drawback of storing membership details on a computer database. And then the other question talking about that, you have to talk about both of them. The next one, how do you answer question on compare and contrast? Compare and contrast. How do you answer question about comparing and contrasting? Let's say, okay, number one. Okay, what's that? Can you see some similarities? Compare talks about similarities. You have to talk about the similarities of the two variables you are comparing. Talk about their similarities. For example, SSD and hard disk drive. I say both of them are used for storing data. So compare talks about similarities. You have to talk about them. Then you must write about the two of them to get full marks. You must write about one, write about two, the other one to get full marks. You should just talk about the other one. Then contrast speaks about differences. Then you talk about their differences. Their differences. That is contrast. Okay. Next. Okay. Using adjectives at the comparative level is strongly recommended. So you can use adjectives. This one is maybe faster than this in doing this. This one can store more of this in doing this. Maybe for the same capacity, SSD drive is more expensive than hard disk drive. So you have to talk about the comparative, talk about at comparative level here, faster, higher, more, less, smaller, bigger. But you must explain it so that your answers will not be too vague. So you must strike the balance. Some questions, compare and contrast the use of a pen drive rather than a CD-R. 4 marks, we talk about pen drive, we talk about CD-R, their similarities, the differences between them. Okay, and then we give at least 4 points. 4 points. That's another rule. The number of marks allocated show the number of points to be given. So that means 4 marks means give at least 4 points. You can give more than that. 4 valid points. So this is another question. Another question. Compare and contrast CLI and GUI. We talk about their similarities, talk about their differences, and you must talk about the two, and then give at least 8 points about them. Please, I will recommend give more than the number of points given. Give more than the number of points given. You can highlight your points and then you now develop them, especially their evaluation question. Okay, 1 to 10 is gone. I think you can take deep breath. Okay, Mr. Ajala, let's continue. Thank you. Okay. Don't be afraid. 11. Hey, hey, what is this? War. Don't be afraid. Writing examination sometimes is like a battle. And you must conquer. No retreat. No surrender. It's either you win or you win. There's no room for failure. And you are not ready to waste any bullet. He's a sniper, and you can see him. I don't know whether it's a she or a he. I don't know. Let's say a he. And he's going to fight the enemies. And he's carrying his rifle. I don't know if it is M17 rifle. The same thing is applicable. Your rifle is your pen. You are the sniper. You have your bullets. And you must not waste any bullets. The number of the bullets you have is the number of your enemies. You are a sniper. I teach ICT. I snipe ICT. Everything ICT. Apply it to your own subject. English sniper. Business study sniper. ICT sniper. Using your 100 bullets wisely. Now you are writing your theory exam and it's 100 marks and you have 100 bullets to use. You must not waste any bullets. You've written 2 practicals, paper 2, paper 3, 80 marks, 160 bullets, plus 100 bullets, 260 bullets, altogether 260 bullets, 260 enemies. You must use your bullets wisely. If you use it very well and use all of them and you kill all your enemies, you get an A star. Hey, if you miss your target and you continue to miss your target, A star, go to A, go to B, go to C, go to D, and go to U as the case may be. So, using your 100 bullets wisely, using your number of bullets wisely. So you must use your bullet wisely. Okay, let's see. See the waste of bullets. Look at this, student. Information on the internet can sometimes be unreliable. Discuss ways you can minimize the chance of finding unreliable information when searching the internet. I look at this, then I look at this, 6 marks. That means I must give at least 6 points. 6 points. Let's see what the student did. You could narrow down your search result by using Boolean operation. They're talking about reliability. You're talking about narrowing down, not and or. This makes the same. Make sure that you only get desired information. You can also check the URL to make sure that the information you are receiving is secure. Okay, that's just a point. You can check this by looking to the left of the search bar. The URL should be HTTPS and there should be a color change and icon of a padlock. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's so sad. All that this student has done is to give a point and explain. The student explained, elaborated, elucidated, and did everything on that point, and then got a beautiful 1 out of 6 marks. You don't need that. That's waste of bullets. 6 points. Give them 6. Use your 6 bullets effectively. Check the last date of the update. Check if there are spelling errors on the screen. Compare the results with reliable sources. Check the domain extension. Is it .gov or .org? Giving those kind of answers. 6 of them. You get your 6 marks. Not that you give 1 mark and you start, oh no, you start coloring and designing 1 mark. And at the end of the day, you get 1 mark. So please, you are a sniper here. You can't waste any bullet. Use your bullet wisely. 6 points, 6 bullets, 6 answers. Move on, Mr. Ajala. Okay, that was a waste of bullet. Okay, now I'm sorry, that's down. It's down. It has to be down. Okay. Yes, this is real sniper. Yes, that's my student. And the other one is also growing. All of them are wonderful now. The word processing program uses a GUI using the samples from the word processing program. Describe 3 features of a GUI. 3 features, 3 marks. So let's talk about Windows. And that is summarized with WIMP. Windows icon, menu, pointer. And the student explain windows, menu, explain menu, pointer, explain pointer. 3 marks. So you do that, and that's 3 over 3. That's 100%. 3 enemies, 3 bullets, hit all of them, the left side of their chest, and they are dead. And you have your 3 marks. That's good, wonderful. But this one, the former one, 6 enemies, used 1 bullet, killed 1 enemy. The other 5, what do you think they will do? They will kill the person. That's failure. Of 3 enemies, 3 bullets, you killed all of them, and walking towards your thumbs up. That's A star at the end of the day. Okay, thank you. The next one, this one is eyes. You see, you write. What you see is what you write. WYSIWYM. WYSIWYW. Anyhow, what you see is what you write. Okay, let's see how that is applicable. Now look at this question. The question is being asked. You can look at that. Identify the primary key in the book table. And if you look at book table, the primary key is the field that uniquely identifies a record. That means the field that cannot be duplicated in records. So it's unique to a record. Okay. So book ID is unique, and that is actually correct. And the student wrote book ID. Identify the foreign key in the book table. The foreign key in the book table, this is the primary key in the borrower's table. Foreign key here is borrower ID. The student wrote book ID, borrower ID. I don't see Mr. Jolo. I got it. Sorry. IGCSE will put this for you. This is what is called, I think, caret sign. Meaning something is missing that should have made this answer to be wrong. And guess what? What is missing? I said what you see is what you write. They say book underscore ID. There's no an underscore here. Sorry. Book space ID is not equal to book underscore ID. So because no underscore there, we got this 0 marks. So what you see is what you write. Thank you, Mr. Jala. Move on. Okay. Next one. Now look at this student. The same question, book underscore ID, borrow underscore ID, one to many relationship, 3 over 3. Yeah, that's it. Okay, next rule now. Know your practical